Good morning, one and all. Gary's up. It's a crummy, crappy, rainy day out, but we're still gonna get stuff done. First things first, Bigfooter Gary talking right now. As you guys know, no more Bigfoot videos on this channel. I'm not gonna keep harping on about it. This will probably be the last or second last warning you guys get. And I know, thank you to you guys. I'm gonna say 1,000 of you guys from this channel have gone over. We have like 1,200 that are subbed on the new channel, okay? You guys have done your job. You're over there. That's awesome. I have the Bigfoot Quebec expedition, Tom's Camp, going up today. Actually, it's up right now. So go on over. Click on the link below in the description of this video. I will also post as Bigfooter Gary. If you click on my name, you can be sent to the channel that way as well, okay? Subscribe over there. Ring the bell. Share, comment. Leave your comments. I need comments. We are moving all the old stuff over there as well. There will be no Bigfoot stuff on this channel moving forward. I've said it. If you live under a rock, you might not have heard it, but to the faithful, loyal guys who watch everything, sorry to keep repeating, but the only thing we need on that channel is a few more watch hours, like 1,000 more watch hours, and we'll have that within a week. Then we can get that channel a proper name, a link, so that it'll say Bigfooter Gary on the link. I can do live sessions, we can do longer videos, we can do all the things that YouTube will not let us do until we let them put ads on it, which is ridiculous, but I have to work within the constraints of the system so that I can get what I want, which is a channel with a link and all that good stuff. But the channel, I'm blown away, guys. It's growing. You know, we're getting 20, 30, 40 subs a day. That's awesome. I'm moving all the old stuff. That's awesome. We're putting up new stuff. Go on over, check it out. The rest of this video is going to be a kayak and other stuff update for Unfrequented World. I was just making some cereal upstairs, and I noticed our sugar bowls were on the counter, and one of them is missing a lid. My wife says, oh, the kids dropped it and broke the lid the other day. I don't know if you guys remember, I found a sugar bowl lid on one of our metal detecting adventures, and I saved it. I don't know why, because it was cool from like 1940s, blue and white china. I'm going to go see. I've got a bin in the garage. Let's go see. Was the universe telling me strange things when they told me to keep that? Here are all my 1930s and 40s bottles. There's the lid right there. I don't think it's going to fit. It's got a weird shape to it. But I saved it. It's old. I think that's actually from the 1930s. All the rest of those guys, go back. Every one of those was found on an adventure on the channel. All the adventures. Look at 1920s baby bottle with cool little partridge and rabbits. All those adventures are on the channel, guys. No, not the same shape. Not the same color either. It was a good thought. You'll also notice this little vase. I got that at an estate sale while we were out metal detecting. Stan and I found an estate sale. Look it, my wife put cleaning brushes in it. What? Come on! Such a nice little vase. Another little update here. I got something in the mail the other day, recommended by one of you guys, fan of the channel. Starless Mystery recommended this book. So I've picked it up, and it's an adventure of the mind and spirit. Ishmael. Teacher seeks pupil, must have an earnest desire to save the world. Apply in person. So that will be one of the next books that I'm going to read. I'm going to read two at the same time. I usually do. And the other one I got for Christmas, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. My wife got me that for Christmas. So, and I find it weird, little synchronicities, right? We talk about serendipity and things. On the back, they have other authors who are endorsing this book and saying how great it is. Well, the first one is by Scott Peck, author of The Road Less Traveled, which is the series we just finished. So I'm only 5 or 6 pages into this one. I read a couple pages a day, and any cool stuff I come across in there we'll talk about. Thanks to Starless Mystery for this one. I have no idea what it's... I know there's an ape that talks to a guy about saving the planet. That's all I know. I read the What Was This About on Amazon. And because of the serendipity way of the world and what I'm feeling, you know, with that sugar bowl we tried and missed, I'm actually going back and reading a few chapters of the Deepak Chopra, The Spontaneous Fulfillment of Desire, where he talks a lot about little synchronicities that happen and occur in our lives and that we have to be aware and pay attention to them, okay? So that one I'm also touching on. Anything cool I find in any of these 3 books, we will be talking about on Unfrequented World, maybe in a Transcending video, I don't know, but that's what I'm reading right now. That's the Reading This Month update. And a garage update. I've inherited a tiny little beer fridge. I've never had a beer fridge in my garage. I don't drink a lot of beer. But I do have friends that come over in the summer, and we're always working on stuff, boats and trailers and whatever. And you'll notice it's full of girly drinks. My wife had all these like Vizzy, White Claw, I don't know, seltzers, and I had 2 beer. So now it's kind of a sad story, but it's the reality of the world. Grandma, my wife's grandma, is in the old age home. And you know what? She's a very super happy person. She can't remember what she had for breakfast. And that's the problem. That's why I got the fridge. Because she's still in a place where they go down and they can either go for meals or bring stuff back themselves. And Grandma was hoarding. She had this thing full of chocolate milks. Some were bad, some were good. And other things that were not, you know, they were expired, and she kept hoarding them in there, and finally the place said, no, we gotta take Grandma's fridge away, so she has to go down for all her meals now. So I've inherited the fridge. So it's kind of a sad story, but I'll think of Grandma every time I have a beer, right? And even though it is pouring rain out, you see my wife's actually got some lilies. The deer didn't eat them all this year. I'm heading up to the hardware store. I got an email this morning. The kayak is in. We're going to get the kayak. I can work on it in the garage, take a look at it. I might do some modifications. We'll bring it in here and set it up. I want to maybe change the foot rests in it. It's not an adjustable, slidey footrest, which I think is the best way to go. What do I know? I've never used a kayak. I never owned one, but mine has 4 pegs in there, and I just think that doesn't seem right to me. Why have 4 pegs and you put your foot, you know, I don't know. I think 1 adjustable peg on each side is what you want, right? Let me know. Am I on the wrong trail? I don't know anything about this. I also want to make some adjustments, maybe put some extra spots for different bungees, because we're going to be doing metal detecting. I want to make sure the metal detectors aren't coming off the back of the kayak behind me. I want them strapped in real good, so I might add some spots for bungees. I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll see. The next time you guys see me, we will be checking out the new kayak. Hey, we got it. I think what we'll end up doing is running a ratchet strap over top of it once I put the tailgate up. And I think I will be able to transport it right in the back of the truck. Yeah, it'll stick out a foot, but that's okay. Yeah, just something like that actually is probably good enough. Can't go anywhere. I've run the strap through the handles on each side, so it can't get out of there. All right. I noticed that the plastic was wrapped here when I got it at the store, and this handle's all scratched. But hopefully there isn't any other damage. I'm going to check it over real good, because I did hear some guys complaining. I thought this thing was going to at least come in a box, you know, with some bubble wrap or something. We'll check it over real good. So I'm just undoing the plastic, and I see this tag here. I didn't know what it was. Waterproof your device before use. And then I realized this is where you put your cell phone. So it's kind of a silly setup, but yes, my phone is already 100% waterproof, but okay. So apparently these come with a really nice seat system, which we'll have to check out. All right, there it is. So just to show you guys, that's the model Sentinel 100 Angler. And this thing here says, take your seat wherever you go. Okay, so the seat is actually pretty cool. It looks pretty nice for a kayak. I mean, that's better than anything I've used before. Weight is 45 pounds. 10 feet in length and can hold 300 pounds. Well, I've got good news and bad news about the kayak. So behind the seat, we've got the 2 rod holders. And the new net I bought fits perfect. Fantastic. However, I showed you guys the Daiwa rods. I bought 2 of them. And not a chance. That doesn't fit. And even if it did, it's only going to go down to where that finger grip is. So I may either just shave, it's just styrofoam. So I may shave some of that styrofoam off and make it fit. Or I was also thinking of buying up here, you can get the rod holders that go in here. And I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll have a rod, an actual rod holder in front of me. And I think that's the way to go. All right, how did we do on paddle color? Hey, it's not too bad. I think we matched that up pretty close. For buying it before we even had the kayak. I like the fact that there is a paddle tie down on each side of the seat. Makes it very easy just to strap your paddle and so it doesn't float away. I've actually got this for the paddle as well. You're supposed to clip that on there somehow. And you can't lose your paddle. I am so stoked to try this thing out. If the rain lets up even for a minute out there, I'll be dragging it over to the river behind Brandon's and trying it out. But right now it's pretty wet.